Hello, 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 brothers and sisters. Come on in, come on in. Welcome to a new week. How you doing, Sister Flo Harvey Martin? I see you down there. How you doing? How you doing? Come on in, come on in. Got some good content tonight. Come on, come on, come on in. How you doing, Sister Sandra Lewis? How you doing? How you doing? I see your John Hancock down there. How you doing? Come on in, brothers. Come on in, sisters. We got plenty of seats in the front. Come on in, come on in. We're about to get to it. Got a good topic for you tonight, as usual. I hope that you're enjoying the sounds of my boy called Genesis. He's kicking us off tonight. That good beat. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm going to give a few more people time to come in, then we're going to jump into the content. I look very forward, my brothers and sisters, to seeing you today as usual. Go ahead and get you a bag of popcorn and soda, courtesy of Sister Flo Harvey Martin. There go your bag of popcorn, your soda. Come on in, come on in. I want you to get it so you can be prepared for a good show tonight. We're going to give it a few more seconds, then we're going to jump into this content tonight. You really need to know about this. Brothers. I got something to talk to you all about tonight, about your woman. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. We're about to jump into it. Yes, we are. How you doing out there, brothers? How you doing out there, sisters? I look very, very forward to seeing you at all times. My brother and sister, I love you all. I love you all. Your brother Tony is here. We're here to talk about this good content tonight. As you know, my brother and sister, for those of you that this might be your first time watching this particular broadcast, my name is Tony M. Toomer, so I'm introducing myself. And I talk about relationships. I talk about relationship pertaining to that of a man and a woman. From a biblical standpoint, when I said biblical standpoint, I talk strictly about the relationship between a man and woman. If it's about man, I really don't talk about that. If it's about woman, I really don't talk about that. How you doing, Sister John? I strictly talk about the relationship between a man and a woman. And the reason I said that, because I got this from the book called Genesis. God created the man first. He had a unique relationship with the man. After he had that unique solo relationship with the man, he stepped to the side. With the rib of the man, he formed the woman. He had a unique relationship with the woman, and he represented the woman back to the man. And when the man cast his eyes upon the woman, he said, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman because she came from man. Now, if you don't believe in none of that, my brother and sister, how you doing, Sister Keisha? I invite you to still look at the show, because we still got some popcorn and sodas. If you ain't got nothing to do, you can still look at this broadcast, okay? Now we're about to jump into the content. Now, what are you talking about tonight, Tony? This is what Tony is going to talk about tonight. Tony is going to talk about tonight 3 reasons why a good woman ends up in the arms of the wrong man. I'm going to repeat that 2 times. 2 more times, that is. 3 reasons why a good woman ends up in the arms of the wrong man. Brothers, pay attention to it. What I just said, if you got a good woman, brother, you need to get this wax out of your ears. I'll give you time to go get something like a Q-tip, but not a Q-tip, something else, so you won't bust your eardrum by accident. Go ahead. I'm going to give me a little sip of this, brothers, because the sister ready for this topic anyway. You back? Okay. Brothers, check this out. This is for you, and sisters, this is to help you all, okay? Now, brothers, what is a good woman? What is a good woman? A good woman. I'm going to go from a spiritual standpoint, then I'm going to come around to the secular part, okay? Now, brothers, when we talk about a good woman, brother, you are the one. If you do it the right way, you're supposed to approach the woman after God present the woman to you, okay? Am I still, Sister Keisha said I'm freezing up. Am I still freezing up? I hope that I'm not freezing up. Am I still freezing up? Just say yes or no. If I'm freezing up, say yes. If I'm not freezing up, say no. Because I hope that I don't have to start it back over again. So I hope that everything is clear. Am I freezing up or not? How you doing, Sister Cheryl Smith? Anyway, I'm about to go on with it. My brothers, especially those of you that are serious about a relationship, you have advanced to the commitment part, and the commitment part leads to the covenant part, whereas you're supposed to have secured a relationship with the woman because she agreed to the terms of your invitation. That's all a woman does. She agrees to the term of your invitation once. And the Bible clearly said that a man find for wife, find for good thing, and obtain favor from the Lord. So, brother, if you got a good woman, that's if you got a good woman. Now, Cheryl said that I'm looking fuzzy. I'm looking fuzzy. Am I still looking blurred? Let me know. Is this blurred line? Just let me know. Am I still looking fuzzy? Like, am I looking good? Let me know. Let me know. Is it coming in clear? Am I coming in clearer? Am I clear? Am I clear now? Say yes. If I'm clear, let me know. Am I clear? Come ready to jump on this. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, my brothers and my sisters, when it comes to a relationship, brother, when you approach a woman, you're supposed to be on point when you approach a woman. When this woman is a good woman, you got to know how to treat that woman because God presented that woman to you. So she's in your care. So when a good woman's in your care, you're supposed to take care of her, brothers, okay? You're supposed to take care of her. If you don't, something drastic can happen, and you don't want something drastic to happen to you. Now, what drastic can happen to you? Now, understand this. When we go to the Lord's word, it got 1 Peter 3:7. It said, you husband. That's what it said. You husband, continue dwelling in like manner with them according to knowledge. You know, you have to have honor towards the woman as she is the weaker vessel. She is the feminine one. She's not the masculine one. So you can't handle a woman the same way you handle a man. Since you both, that's you and the woman, brother, you are heirs and you have obtained favor of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So from a biblical standpoint, brother, you have to have knowledge how to treat a woman. And you got to look at her as the weaker vessel. That's what God called her. No man don't call her that. That's what God called the woman, the weaker vessel. That doesn't mean that she's less intelligent or she can't do some things men could do. So, because some women can outdo men on some things. But if you're in a relationship with a woman, especially if you are serious, committed, and in a covenant relationship, she's considered the weaker vessel. Now, the weaker vessel is not to treat a woman as a less value. You have to treat this woman like that she's very valuable because God brought a good woman to your life. There are not many good women like there are not many good men, but God decided for whatever reason he did to bring a good woman into your life because she's a blessing. So you husband, you should love and honor your wife as she's an equal to you in Christ. You understand? So, brother, when a woman is in your presence and you are in a committed, serious committed and covenant relationship with her, you have to look at her as she's your equal. The only thing that you got that's over the woman is your position. That's it. The only position is, and that's the head and the leader of the relationship. Other than that, she's equal to you. So there are some brothers out there, you don't think that the woman is equal to you. She is equal to you, but yet you are put in a higher position. That's just like when you go to your job, brothers, you can have a man or a woman over you. They're not really that much over you. It's just their position. So, brother, you are put in a higher position. How you doing, my sister Renee? How you doing, mother? that you're put in a high position. So, bro, that's how you got to view a woman, that she's your equal. You understand? So you got to treat her as your equal, like Christ treat us as the equal. You know what I mean? Because Christ treat us like we his brothers and his sister, even though he's in a higher position. Now, a man must honor and respect and care for his wife. Always remember that. And this goes back to the topic. 3 reasons why a good woman ends up into the arms of another man. Now, when we talk about a good woman, we are talking about a Proverbs 31 woman. Now, Proverbs 31 woman, that does not mean that she's perfect. So, no woman, how you doing, Sister Cynthia? No woman is perfect. Brother, you hear me? No woman is perfect. You are not perfect. Even a perfect woman like Eve, she failed. The woman that you got, brother, she's not perfect. Adam had a perfect wife, but she failed. Keep that in mind. She fell down. She fell down because Adam did not take that leadership part in the relationship. That's what happened. He forsake his position in the relationship. Now, you got to keep this in mind, brother, when God give you a good woman. Keep this in mind. This woman is not 100%. Even though she's a good woman, she's not 100%, but she could be 99.9%. If you have a 99.9% woman, she can be considered good. Now, what caused this 99.9% woman to end up in the arms of the wrong man? The reason why she could end up in the arms of another man is because there are 3 possible things. There are many, but I narrowed it down to 3, okay? I narrowed it down to 3. So, brother, you really need to listen to what I'm saying. Don't hear me. Listen carefully. These are 3 important things when it comes to your woman. Number 1, to try to prevent your woman from being in the arms of another man, the wrong man, is attention. You, brother, when it comes to a woman, you got to give her attention. And when it comes to a woman, you're not ready for a woman unless you can give her attention. Now, attention, my brother, is a full-time job. You cannot bring a woman into your life and be part-time with a woman. You cannot. You got to give her, you got to shower her with attention. That's right, Sister Flo. 99.9. If you got one of these women, you got to shower her with attention. Because if you don't, there are some wolves out there. There are some wolves out there that they slow up at the mouth. They want her. Your woman, brother, she is like a sheep. She's a sheep. She's tender. You understand? She is very tender. So there are some wolves out there. And how are these wolves going to get close to her? They're going to come to her in sheep clothing. You understand? So you got to be vigilant and you got to watch out for her, because if you don't pay attention, it's just like this. Check this out, brother. Let's say that you're the shepherd. You're not the good shepherd now. You're not Jesus, okay? You're not Jesus, right? You're not Jesus, but you are the good shepherd. And if you are a shepherd, you're going to tend to the flock. Your woman, she is like a sheep. These guys out there, they are wolves. They're going to try to come to her in sheep clothing so they can get close to her. She might can't identify them right off. They're going to come to her to get close to her. How do they get close to her? They're going to be talking to her. That's why, brother, you got to pay close attention. And if you see these wolves, you got to fight them off. I'm not talking about physically fighting. You got to be a man when you shower her with attention. You got to do things like, she got needs. Your woman got needs. You got to meet her needs. There are some men out there that want to meet your woman's need, but once they meet your woman's need, they want something back in return. So when you are addressing your woman need, it's not that you want something in return. You're doing it because she's your woman. So she got needs. She also had a want. So you, first of all, brother, you got to, when it comes to your woman, you got to maintain attention to her in all forms. You got to meet all her needs. You can't meet her spiritual need 100% because that cries joy. But when it comes to the spiritual need, you are the leader and the head of the relationship. Because if you don't be the leader or the head in the relationship, there's another guy that he could come in there and he could be a counterfeit. You understand? Because you have the truth and you have a counterfeit. So if you have a brother that's a counterfeit, he knows how to use sweet words on your woman. There are some skilled guys out there, but brother, your game got to be better than those guys out there, those wolves. You got to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, these guys that are disguised as wolves with sheep clothing, they're going to come and take her from you. You understand? She's the weaker vessel. If you don't pay attention, there's a whole lot of guys that paying attention. Bro, there's so many guys that could be paying your woman attention. She don't even talk. She don't even tell you about it. She be deflecting them. If you got a woman, brother, and if she on social media or whatever, and if she fairly attractive, guess what? There are going to be some guys that are going to be jumping into her inbox. Any form of media, if you got an attractive woman, these guys don't care about this right here, brother. They don't care about that. Some guys, your woman might show you what they put in there, and then some don't. They just debunk a lot of stuff that these guys say. If your woman is out there in public, there's a lot of guys, they're not going to care about this. I'm telling you, bro, they're not going to care about this. So if she's out there and she doesn't get attention from you, the right type of attention, she's going to be susceptible for the wrong type of attention. You understand? And the reason why these guys are able to get your woman is because there's a lack in your home. Something is lacking in your home to be able to get these 99.9% of the women. So if you are good on the keeping the woman's attention and having your attention focused on, now it goes to number 2, which is respect. When it comes to respect, my brother, how you doing, Sister Kim? Monica. When it comes to a woman, you got to have respect. That means that you got everything you do towards your woman, brother. You are a thinking being. You have a soul. You have a mind, you have a will, and you have emotion. Just like she have a mind, will, emotion. But we all know that women they function mostly on the emotional part when it comes to the soul. She processes things from the emotional point of her being. It's her emotion, then her will, then her mind. Me and brother, you mostly function from the mind, the will, and the emotion, whereas again, she functions from the emotion, will, and the mind. You follow what I'm saying? So you got to respect her. So when it comes to respect, brother, it's based on how you talk to her and how you treat her. Those two things. The first thing is how you talk to her. This is very key, brother, how you talk to your woman. And when you talk to her, brother, you got to be very conscious. That's why I say when it comes to attention, this is a full-time job. And also respect is a full-time job. Whenever you talk to your woman, brother, you got to be very careful how you talk to her, because whatever words you got in your mind is going to be projected out from your lips, okay? It's going to roll off your tongue. So if you have an acid type of thinking, you got to eliminate it. Don't let it come out of your mouth. That's what I'm telling you, my brother. Don't never let it come out of your mouth. Even if you get angry at her, you cannot say some acid word, because women are emotional. They may say that they forgive you, but once those words come out, you can crush her. Some women, they are good at they're good at seeing like they could take some acid words, right? But some of you brothers, you say stuff because you want to break your woman. You want to see her cry. You intentionally want to see her cry, because some of you brothers, you are control freaks. So you feel that if you debase your woman, that's a control mechanism, which means that you are a narcissist. So you about control. And if you keep beating your woman down word, because it's only two ways you can express yourself with words. It's going to either be positive or negative. There's no in between. So when you are talk to your woman, brother, you got to talk positive, and you have to use uplifting words. You understand? You have to have healing words and uplifting words. But when you get angry at her, that's not the time to call her names and talk down to her, because she's going to remember it. I'm telling you, brother, they will remember stuff. And it seems like, we mean a lot of times we could take things and it bounce off of us, okay? Even though it could hurt sometimes, but it could bounce off. Women not made like that. They take things in. They are more receiver. They take things in. That's why you have to be very careful, because, brother, just like the Bible say, the word, it has the power of what? Life and death. So you have to be very, very careful how you talk to your woman. If you talk acid to her, guess what? The wolves out there, they're going to come to her with nice words. They're going to uplift her with nice words. And now she's vulnerable. She's vulnerable to these guys because she thirsts for being talked to in a respectable way. So, brother, you want to be saying good things to your wife, you need to compliment her daily. Not only every now and then. No, brother, you got to compliment your woman daily. This is a full-time job. If you're not in it for a full-time job, you don't need a woman. A woman, you got to have the full-time manual when it comes to a woman. You cannot play with the woman because she's real. Your woman, she's real. And I'm telling you, this is not no guarantee that she can't be pulled now. But what you doing, you trying to keep that 99.9% woman up under your roof. You don't want a wolf to pull her out. You understand? And then after the respect part, and you talk to her respectable, you got to treat her with respect privately and in public. Sister Kim said exactly, especially dealing with me. Okay, Sister Keisha, you right. So let me tell you this. Brother, when you, not only private, but publicly how you talk to her. Because guess what? People going to be watching how you engage in conversation verbally, and they're going to also be watching how you treat her non-verbal. Let me tell you something what impress other women, brothers. Whether you believe it or not, little things impress other women. Other women going to be watching you how you treat your woman. Similar thing like opening the door for your woman. Women going to notice that because it's not every day that women see it. What most women see is they'll see a woman and a man going to the car. They'll see the woman going to one side of the car and she gets in on her own, and then they see you get in on your own. You need to stop that today. Stop that today. When you go to a restaurant or whatever, some of you, brother, you open the door and go in first, and you hope that she catches the door. Other women, they look at it too, brother, like if you open the door for your woman and you got other women coming in right behind her, and you don't know nothing about them. But if you stand there and you let your woman in, and so other women, they coming by, and you open the door for them, guess what kind of impression? That don't only put no impression on the other women that are observing, but they observing that you even care about them too. Not you care about them to the point that you want a relationship with them, but they see what type that you're a caring man. When you sit down in a restaurant, my brothers, other women, those that watch you open the door for your woman and you open the door for them, if they close by, they might focus on your table. And when before people bring your food out, if they see you leading in a prayer, that's simple. Most women today, my brothers, the man that with them, they don't even pray over the meal. They don't even pray over the meal. All they do is start eating. No, bro, you have to condition your woman before you eat. You pray. For example, my wife, Cinderella, she will not eat. She be on auto right now. She be on auto. Before we eat, she instantly reach her hand over to mine, and we touch hand, and I pray over the food. She's accustomed to that. And I'm not saying that I'm all that in a bag of chips, but a lot of you brothers, you don't know the leadership role. But your woman, she admire that kind of stuff. Cause your woman, she craves for a leader. She craves for respect. Not only that, she wants you, when it comes to respecting her in public, your woman wants you to praise her. I mean, not praise her, she wants you to honor her. There's nothing wrong with honoring your woman, even in 1 Peter 3:7. Again, at 1 Peter 3:7, 1 Peter 3:7, it tells you to honor your wife as the weaker vessel. So there's nothing wrong with honoring your wife, as long as you don't put on a pedestal, because that's what Jesus at. Jesus on the pedestal. Your woman comes second after the Lord. And let me tell you this, my brothers, when it comes to attention and respect, your woman's supposed to be, and I have said this over and over and over again, there's not one person or one thing that's supposed to be beyond your woman than the Lord himself. I'm going to say that 2 more times. Brother, there's no one or nothing that's supposed to be beyond your woman except for Jesus himself. How you doing, Sister Karen? I got to nail this down one more time, brother. There's nobody or no one that's supposed to surpass your woman. And I'm talking about your wife. You got to stop this, brother. You got to stop just wanting to date this woman for the rest of her life. You got to stop just trying to creep through her house late at night and you don't want to go all the way. When it comes to a woman, brother, you have to be all in. You can't be short. How you doing, Sister Connie? You can't be short. You got to be all in. If you're not all in, you're not ready for a woman. Yeah, you might be ready for women, but you're not ready for a woman. Because when it comes to a woman, it's all in. Yes, she's imperfect, but you're still supposed to be all in. Yes, you are imperfect, but you're still supposed to be all in. Third, I have said 3 things, 3 reasons why a good woman ends up in the arms of the wrong man. Number 1, again, you got to show her attention. That's a full-time job. Secondly, you got to respect her, how you talk to her and how you treat her privately and publicly. And the third thing, brother, what a lot of you brothers lack on is affection. You don't show affection. The only time a lot of you brothers show affection is when you want to have sex. That's the only thing some of you brothers know. You might not be touchy-feely, but you have to touch your woman besides the sex. You understand? If you walk through the kitchen and she's washing the dish or whatever she's doing, if she washing clothes or whatever she's doing, you have to touch her sometime. You know what I mean? You walk by her, and this is for mature people. You slap on that big butt. You say, slap that butt and watch that butt wiggle up and down. She likes stuff like that. Hug her. Kiss her on the cheek. If she walking by you in your house, your apartment, your condo, or wherever you live at, sometimes, I have said it before, you need to jump right in her path. And if she move right, you move left. If she move left, you move right, because you blocking her way. Because then it's like a little game to her, so you could play with her sometime. And then more than likely, she's going to stop. And then at that particular time, hold her. Tell her how much she means to you. Kiss on the cheek. You ain't got to throw your tongue all in there all the time. Just kiss on the lip or kiss on the cheek. Sometimes hug her. How you doing, Sister Jane? Sometimes when if she's in another room and she looking at something that you don't like, because something that you look at that she don't like, because she's a woman, you's a man, there's something that you're going to like together. Sometimes, brother, sometimes you got to be thinking. She might be looking at something in another room that she's really into. You ain't got to be into it all the time, but guess what? Sometimes if she like sitting up in the bed looking at a TV or something like that, why don't you just get close to her sometime, cut off the TV where you at, and go back there where she at and ask her what's going on. And try to get into what she like. Because sometimes it's going to be some things that you didn't know you like. For example, like sometimes Cinderella be looking at some stuff. She don't be looking at Disney stuff all the time. But sometimes Cinderella be looking at stuff, right? So sometimes I go back there and I say, like if she in the bedroom, so I say, what you looking at? And she'll tell me, and then sometimes I'll say, oh, okay, what channel that on? And then I start sitting there and getting engaged, because it's a lot of things that she look at, because I don't look at that many channels, per se when I be by myself. My list is very small, but she be looking at a whole bunch of stuff on TV, right? So what I would do, it's something that she be looking at, I get into. And I didn't know I would get into it. But the thing about it is, not on the program that I'm getting into it because guess what? I'm spending time with her. And while I'm there with her, guess what? I'm holding her. I touching her hand. And then sometimes what she would do, she would lean her head against my chest. That's what you want her to do. You want her to put her head on the chest so she can listen to the beat of your heart. Because she listens to the beat of your heart, unbeknown to you, son, your brother, it can calm her down. Whatever she's going through, because you see the thing about it, you're spending quality time with her. You understand that? You're spending quality time with her. You touching her. She's feeling safe. This is what I asked her. I'm not telling you everything, and I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm the world's greatest love or nothing like that. This is what I asked my wife, because every night when I get into bed, I always hug my wife. Because she, as a matter of fact, it's 8:19 right now. She already knocked out. And as you all know, I have said it before, she go to bed real soon. And she got the world's record of beating the roosters up. The only rooster that have beat my wife getting up in the morning is that rooster that was back there with Christ, during the trial. When he told Peter, before the cock crowed 3 times, you're going to deny me. That's the only rooster that done beat my wife up. When I said beat, he's the only one that got up early before her. That's just how early she get up, right? But what I'm saying is, every night I get in the bed, I always put my arms around her. I always put my arms around her. And guess what? She expected. And you know what? I asked her, I said, how do you feel when I put my arms around you? You know what she told me? Check this out. This is what she told me. I said, do you be aware of when I put my arms around you? And she said, oh yeah, Sherry, she get up way before 5 o'clock. Some of you all that look at Facebook and stuff like that, she put her little post out there early in the morning, and you could tell she get up early in the morning. But Sherry, she's an early riser too. 5 a.m., I'd be knocked out sleep. But back to my story, I asked my wife, I said, when I get into bed and I hug you at night, I say, do you know what's going on? She said, I know every time you put your arms around me at night. She said, I feel it every night. I said, well, from a woman point of view, how does that feel to a woman when a man get in the bed, minus sex, and touch you? She said this. Check this out, brothers. But this is not for you. Sister Flo said she get off at 7. This is not for you, brother. This is for your woman. I ain't telling you about hugging my woman. I'm talking about your woman. What you do. She told me this. How you doing, Sister Gil? She told me this. I feel safe and secure when you touch me at night. Every night, she in the bed, unless she out of town. Every night, I put my arms around her. I don't miss no night. Even if we have a disagreement. If we have a disagreement, I still touch her. I might not feel like touching her because I might be, I might not feel like her because I'm human. You got to understand that she human. She might be pissed off about something. I might be pissed off about something, but I could tell you this, every night if I put my arms around her, even if we had a disagreement, she don't like push me away, or she don't lean, or she don't pull herself away. She still come close to me. That's maturity. That is affection, that touching. If you don't touch your woman, brother, guess what? She's gonna thrive for touching. And now this particular topic, this is where a lot of you brothers go wrong, and this is one of the reasons one of your wife go and be with the wrong man. I have touched on too. Attention, that's a full-time job. Respect, that's a full-time job. And right now, I'm on affection. I said about touching and stuff, right? This is the physical part of the relationship. Now the physical part, now this is where a whole bunch of you brothers get in trouble. And a lot of times, when I talk to some of the sisters, when I say sisters, I'm not only talking about black women. I talk to different rainbows of colors, okay? I talk to different men. I talk to different women. So when I say brothers and sisters, even though I have more black people watching me, it's other people that watch me too and reach out to me, okay? But when I say this, a lot of you brothers out there, listen to what I'm saying. What make a lot of you, what make your woman fall in the arms of another man, you don't have sex with your woman. You don't have sex with her. I can hear crickets out there. As a matter of fact, I hear crickets out there right now, and I hear some of you brothers, I just stepped on some of your toes. You don't want to have sex with your wife. Why is that? Once upon a time, you used to have sex with your wife. I'm not talking to those of you that got a physical problem. If you got a physical problem, that's understandable. If you have diabetes, high blood pressure, stuff like that, it can affect your libido. But guess what? You can go to your physician and tell your physician, whatever your doctor is, you said, Dr. Jones, I have a problem. I can't get an erection. Even if you have a female doctor, she's still a doctor. Don't think they're going to surprise her that you got they know about that stuff. They went to medical school. So you got to be straight up with your doctor. If you identify that you got a physical problem, that's a different thing if you got a physical problem. Because let me tell you, brother, if you in denial, Sister Gill, what you mean, Sister Gill, by I left? Did your man have an erection problem? That's what you're talking about. But let me tell you, if your brother, the worst thing you could do is deny that you got, if you got a problem physically erecting, not mentally now, because sometimes it could be from medical condition or whatever. You cannot, enough blood flow is not getting into the shaft part of your penis, okay, the shaft part of your penis to make it expand. In order to have sex relationship, and more than likely, brother, you did it with your wife before you got married. In order to have sex relationship, you got to be firm. And in order to be, that's how you get in. You can't get into her being half soft, because you know what's gonna happen, brother. Yeah, Dr. Feelgood. If you try to get into your woman soft, all your penis gonna do is bend. You see, it might start out straight like that. You might try to go into her straight like that. But if you're not a blood flow, once you get there and you touch the entry to her vagina, your penis start folding up like that. And you're trying to push it in, but it keep bending on you. So what you doing? You frustrating her and you frustrating yourself. She don't want to say nothing to you. Some women, they care about your feelings. They know some women might say, "What's wrong with you?" But then those that care about you, they're not going to say too much, but they're going to be thinking. And so you frustrated, she's frustrated. Let me tell you all, sister, let me tell you all something. Let me tell you something. Listen to what I'm about to say, sister. Some of you know what I'm saying is the truth. If you are in a serious, committed, or covenant relationship, and all your man wants to do is have oral sex with you, that's a problem. That's a major problem. You got to ask yourself, why he just want to have, he don't mind having oral sex with me, but why I want him to finish it up. I want some penetration. It's just like the Rolling Stone used to say, I can't get no satisfaction. That's what your woman be thinking. I can't get no satisfaction. So some of you brothers, you want to go downtown and you want to have oral sex with your woman, right? Yeah, lost the mojo. You want to have oral sex with your woman. She's going to get tired of that. She wants you to finish it up. That's why some of you brothers, when you don't finish it up, she have to wait till you go to sleep, and then she get that little toy and go to the bathroom and finish herself off. She's going to get tired of going to get that little toy, finishing herself off. And the worst thing about it, brother, she could get so accustomed to that toy finishing off, it could come like that, but she's not going to be happy. So if you know you got a physical problem, brother, and some of you brothers, this what some of these guys do, if they can't finish the job off and they can't penetrate you, they're gonna try to gaslight you and flip it on you like you the problem, because they ashamed and they hurt too. So brother, if you have a physical problem, go to the physician. They got some stuff out there that can help you. Don't be ashamed. It's better to do it, because if you keep doing it, let me tell you what your woman would do, brother, if you can't finish her off. Let me tell you what she's going to eventually do. She's going to talk. Even the best of them, they're going to tell somebody. If she got a girlfriend, she's going to tell a girlfriend that you can't get it up. If she close to any women, you don't want her to go to women and tell them that you can't get up, because guess what? Her girlfriend probably going to tell their man or other women. And so when you come to go to an outing and you see her girlfriends and all that kind of stuff, and people be left eyeing you like that, and then they be whispering, they talking about you if they never seen you before. They say, yeah, that's the one. Excuse me. They said, that's the one, he can't get it up. That's what they'll be saying about you, brother. You don't want people talking about you can't get it up. Because she's going to tell somebody, and you know what? You know what else she's going to do? That's when she might end up in the arms of the wrong man. You understand? She end up in the arms. Because guess what she's going to tell that other man? She's going to tell that other man that you can't get it up. Yes, she's going to tell him. She's going to say he can't get it up. And you know what? That other man be doing just like this. That's more for me. That's more for me. He ain't got to get it up. That's more for me. That's how that other man is thinking. So your woman end up, she tell you that she going by the store. I'm going by the mall. I'm going by the store. You see, you thinking that she going to, you see, the word is, she didn't say, I'm going to the store. Or I'm going to the mall. She say, I'm going by the mall. I'm going by the store. So in your mind, you thinking to, but she saying by. So did she lie to you? No, she didn't verbally lie to you. She actually drove by the store and she drove by the mall. So she didn't lie. Even though that's how she could do it. And then when she go over there and let Rico top her off, and you'll know what I mean by top her off, he get your wife off. I'm gonna tell you about that. Another thing about the sexual part. Let's say that, brother, if you got a problem with your woman and you don't have no physical problem, it could be a mental and emotional thing. Let me tell you this, sister. Now, sometimes a lot of you sisters, you be thinking your man can't get it up, right? We talk about affection. You say he can't get it up. Okay, Cheryl said that the video fraud. I'm looking on my monitor now. I still see me moving and stuff like that. Am I still freezing up? Yes or no? Because I see that. Okay, I see. Okay. But anyway, let me tell you this, my brothers and sisters. Yeah, I see. Hold on for a moment. Okay, my brothers and sisters, I'm back. Let me tell you this. No Psalm 20. 3 tonight. Yes, I know what you mean, Sister Flo. But let me tell you this, my brothers and sisters. Let me tell you. Sister, sometimes a man could have a mental or emotional thing against you. So all the time it's not physical. It's a mental thing. See, a man needs to be stimulating his mind too in order to perform and to be affectionate. Some men, this is what some men be saying, sister. They said that my woman, she don't turn me on. She don't do nothing how she used to dress and all that. She don't dress that way no more. She don't do nothing. She might have sex with me, but she don't have it unless I initiate. Let me tell you this, sister. Sometimes you have to, and I say this over and over again, sometimes, sister, you have to initiate the sex sometimes. Men want to know that they'll want it too. Don't let the man always have to make the first move. Sometimes, sister, you have to make the move. You understand? Sometimes, sister, at night, you need to wake him up and get it on. Why do you have to wait at nighttime or early in the morning, sisters? Why you might do something early in the morning, but why does he have to initiate it early in the morning? That's right, Sister Harvey. Rico would top it off like that's right. So, sister, why sometimes you can't do it? Because let me tell you something, sister. During the course of the night, believe it or not, men, if we are healthy, we get an erection during the night. We get an erection during the night. You see, some of you all be thinking he got to urinate. Not all the time. Sometimes you have to urinate, but during the course of the night, sister, if the man pretty healthy, more than likely he's going to get an erection. You need to catch him during that time. That's right, you need to catch him sometime. And let me tell you something, sister. So just like if you talk bad to him and you try to bring him down low, he don't want to have sex with you. That doesn't mean that he won't go have sex with another woman. And back to you, brothers. If you don't have nothing physically wrong with you, if you have an issue with your woman, you need to talk to her about it. Talk to her about it so you can get it squared away. So you could eliminate that part in your relationship. So I'm telling you, brother, listen to what I'm saying. I have talked to some of your wives, some of you brothers out there, and some of your wives, and I don't call no name, that's why some of your wives go out there and have sex with other men. That's right. Some of you brothers, I'm not going to call no names or nothing because when I do consultation and stuff, I don't call names. But I can tell you this, you dropped the ball. You dropped the ball, and your woman went out there and gave it to one of those wolves. But you see, the dangerous thing about your woman giving it to one of those wolves out there is that she get used to that, and you're going to notice this, brother. Your woman, she may come talk to you about why we were not having sex no more. She's going to get tired of it. She coming to you. Some of you, brother, you got good wives and stuff like that, and she just want to have sex with only you. She don't want to keep playing with her. She don't keep want to get her fingers and stimulate herself. She don't want to do that all the time. She don't want to get those toys and stimulate herself. So what does she do? She wants something that she, like Aretha Franklin used to say, give me something. Well, what the name of that song? Giving him something he could feel. Because En Vogue, they redid that song. So she wants something that she could feel. So now she go over to Rico house. And Rico give her something that she could feel. And you see, the dangerous thing about that is your woman start getting emotionally attached to Rico. And when she starts getting emotionally attached to Rico, you're going to notice that she's not going to talk to you about it no more. You know why she's not going to talk to you about it no more? Because she's getting capped off by Rico. And the more you don't give it, and let me tell you something, brother, some of you married brother. She not planning on leaving you. She would stay in the same house. She would do what she normally would do, And some women, they adjust to the point where, okay, we just not having sex. But we do everything else. She'll go to all the family things. Y'all go out to the restaurant and everything. But brother, if you're not touching her, remember you got a 99.9% woman. She not 100%. Only Eve was 100%. And she messed up. Your woman is 99.9. But you don't want her to go to another man. Because I'm telling you, brother, when your woman start letting another man enter, when you let another man start putting his penis in your woman, and I got to tell you this, and I hate to be graphic, brothers, and the sister know I hate to be graphic, but I'm gonna tell you this, brother. When your woman go to Rico, it's more. She really having intimacy with him. When I say really having intimacy with him, she ain't wearing ain't no rubbers on. It's raw. That's right, brother. Another man going up in your woman raw. It's bad enough if she tells him to put on a rubber, a prophylaxis. But eventually that rubber gonna come off. Cause guess what? She gonna start feeling comfortable with that man. But to tell you the truth, brother, most women, not all, but most women, they don't require rubbers. So Rico gonna be going up in your woman raw. Can you just imagine that, brother? Some of you brothers right now that I'm talking to, some of your women, they up on their man. Some of you right now, you might be looking at me, some of your brothers, and your woman said she said she gone by the store or by the mall. She drove by it. She used her words carefully. She crafted your word carefully. And right now, while you looking at me, some of you brothers, how you doing, Sister Brian? Some of you brothers, while you looking at me, your woman, she's over the Rico house. She might be under Rico. She might even be on top of Rico right now while we talking. Because you are not having sex with your woman. So she go get it and she get used to it. Your woman, she call Rico when she in need. She gonna text him or she gonna call him. Now sometimes she might not call him for days. She might not call him or text him for days, but when that need hit and your woman wants some sex, she gonna reach out to him. She gonna say something like, "Hey, stranger, how you doing? How you doing, Sister Paula?" She gonna say, "Hey, stranger, how you doing?" And then they're gonna have some small talk, and then Rico gonna probably say, "Well, when can we hook up?" Or she might say, "I want to see you." And Rico know why your wife wants to see him. So what Rico do? He clear his schedule up. She go to his place, or they meet at a hotel or something like that, or they meet in a car, whatever. Because all she want to do is have sex. And then she come, because you're not having sex with, then your wife come right back home to you. Your wife, I'm trying to help you, brother. Your wife go where Rico at. And just imagine, she went to Rico, and she was looking good, smelling good, her hair was together. She go to Rico's house, her hair all messed up, and all that kind of stuff. Can you imagine your woman with another man? Most of you brothers, if you knew that Rico was on top of your woman, you want to divorce her right now. You know why you want to do it? Because you're not giving her attention, you don't respect her, and you don't do the affection. That's why these are 3 reasons. Some of you, brother, why a good woman end up in the arm of the wrong man. Now, I'm talking about a good woman. Yes, a good woman. You contribute to it. Yes, she made a decision. Some of you, brother, would say, well, she made a decision. Yes, she made a decision. But you contributed to it. You contribute to it. When you got to understand it, bro, like I have told you, women are the weaker vessel. The Bible even said, you in 1 Peter 3:7 said, you husband continue dwelling in like manner with them according to knowledge. You got to stay with your woman, but you got to have knowledge when it comes to a woman. That's right, Sister Brian, you left her with no choice. Assign them honor. You got to give her honor as to the weaker vessel. You understand that, brother? She is the weaker vessel. She's the feminine one. since you are altogether heirs with them of the undeserving favor of life, in order that your prayers not be hindered. And that's what I just said, brother. If you're not giving your woman attention, if you're not respecting her, and you don't show affection, Sister Jansen and Rico sleep around, your husband sleep around, you sleep around, all kinds of shit. Yep, soul tie disease, no thing. Yep, that's right, Sister Jan. And let me tell you, brother, you got to understand your woman is the weaker vessel. She don't think like you. You think logical. You move logical. She moves on her emotion. Even the toughest acting women, when they get down to it, they're emotional. You understand? They're emotional, and the right wrong man, I put it that way, the right wrong man come and he pick on your wife's weaknesses. Some of you brothers right now, there's a man on your woman. Even if you treating your woman good, let me tell you this, brother, even if you treating your woman good, there's some men, some wolves out there that want your woman. There are some vultures out there that's flying around. They're looking for a carcass. So you have the wolves, and then you have the vulture that's circling around your woman. And then they waiting for you to turn your back on and slip up. And then they bounce in on your woman. It doesn't have to be that way. You understand? It doesn't have to be that way, brother. I don't know what to say to some of you brothers. I don't know what to say. But a lot of you brothers out there, like I said, your woman, she go be with Rico. She come home after she take a shower. And let me tell you how it initially be done. They don't want to do it. If you give your woman sex and it's satisfactory, she won't be going out there. Because at least you haven't sex with her, but you don't. She's craving for it. She's craving for it like it's food. Then she get comfortable. And you see, that's a danger part. She start getting comfortable with Rico. But to tell you the truth, like Sister Jane hit on it. That's right, Sister Cheryl, take a bath. Let me tell you this. Guess what, brothers? Rico's sleeping with other women. He's not just sleeping with your wife. He's sleeping with other women. She might think about it, but then again, she don't. You understand? She think about it, then she don't. All she thinking about, she think her name's Stella, and she getting her groove on. That's all your wife think about that time. And then she started getting attached to that man. And you're going to know because she don't talk about that to you no more. She's going to get to the point where she don't care. And then that's when she getting ready to leave you, because some women don't care. They get to the point where they don't care. They say, I get my own apartment or something. They'll leave big homes and stuff, big houses, because you ain't doing what you're supposed to do. Yep, Sister Keisha, Rico could be sleeping with other men too. That's right, he can be. He could be going both ways. I'm just trying to help you brothers tonight. Because there are some men out there that want your woman. Believe it. They don't care about these. Men don't care about this, because the natural thing about men, now I always say, men, we look at the woman with our eyes first and foremost. The first thought that comes to a man's mind is sex. Whether this man following the Lord or not. I'm just telling you, sister, like this. I'm telling you, brother. Even if the man following the Lord, he think about sex. Some men will put it out there that they're thinking about sex right off. And then some, they'll play their cards right and they'll wait to see. It depends on the woman how they approach it. But majority of the time, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, brothers, but majority of the time, men approach your woman, they think about getting your woman on her back. Don't show her no attention. Have lack of respect. And don't show affection. It's a full-time job. When it comes to a woman, it's a full-time job. You can't be part-time when it comes for a woman. Johnny Taylor used to have a song out some years ago. Jody got your gal and gone. And there ain't no sense in going home. You all remember that? Jody got your gal and gone. There ain't no sense in going home. That's right. Jody got your gal and gone. So brothers, I hope, and sister, whatever you do, before you let another man use you, let me tell you this, sister, before I go. Sister, before you go out there to another man, talk to your man. Talk to him as much as you can. And when you talk to him, try to, if you need counseling, seek a counsel. Seek a godly counsel. Don't just go to any counselor. Seek a godly counsel, if he will go. But most men don't want to go to counseling. They're just, because some men say, he can't tell me nothing, or she can't tell me nothing. Most men, they don't want to go to counseling. But then you have some men that will go to counseling if they really care about you, okay? Pray. Talk to the man. Go to counseling before you go out there. So, sister, I'm trying to help you. Sister, once you get tired of, if you're a good woman and you get tired of with another man, the possibility, or you get soul tied, not soulmate, you're going to get soul tied with this man that having sex with you. Just because he making you feel good physically, you're going to get it confused. And some of you sisters might say, I ain't no get confused. You are going to get confused if this man having good sex with you. On a physical level, you're going to get confused. And then you're going to think you in love with him. You're going to start telling the other man, I love you. He might not say I love you, or he might say I love you while he's in your body. Or he might do it because some people don't, they just throw that word love out and it doesn't mean anything. But sister, whatever you do, before you go into the arms of another man, I'm telling you, don't do it, because you're going to mess up, and you're going to have a mess at home. You're going to have a mess with that guy Rico out there. Rico got another woman, sister. Let me tell you this. Every man that you go to, sister, especially married women, he dealing with somebody else. Ain't no such thing as a man ain't really dealing with no woman. Some men, they deal with other women and they do the casual thing. So he just juggling you. You, sister, you one of the women that he's juggling. So don't think you that special, sister. Don't think you that special. A lot of men like married women because they know they definitely got to commit to them. So you go to them and they juggling you like the other women. And you see the thing about it, you get so tied to them, not soulmate, you get so tied. And then some of you sisters, you have the audacity to get angry with him when he don't answer your phone call. You have the audacity to get angry at him if you see him out in public with another woman. That's not your man. That's just your sex partner. The one, that's how he is. He's your sex partner. He doing things for you to turn you out. And then you see, he's going to become a drug to you. That man out there that you're sleeping with, he's going to become a drug to you. It's going to be like you on cocaine. And you can't break it. And then after he get to you, some of these guys, they so treacherous, sister. Once they start making you feel good second, you're going to find yourself start giving that man money. You're going to start seeing you buying things for that man, not your husband. But you go back home to your husband, but that's what you're going to do. You're going to start going into your pocket for this man. It's going to go beyond sex while he's juggling you. I'm just telling you, I'm trying to help you too, sister. You're going to be used. You're going to be used. You're going to be discharged, and you're going to be thrown away. And that brother ain't going to care nothing about you. Now you hurt. Your husband hurt you, and now this man hurting you. And then you're probably going to go to another man, and another man, and another man, and then you're going to keep going back home, and then not resolved. You got to get resolved at home. With that said, my brother, with that said, my sister, I'm about to get out of here. I love you, brothers. I love you, sister. I hope that you got something out of this content tonight. 3 reasons why a good woman end up in the arms of the wrong man. Sister, if you're 99.9%, you don't have to go outside. Go pray to God first. Talk to your husband. Hopefully you get counseling or whatever the problem is. There's still hope. Peace out.